Hello everyone, and welcome to my Bold and Beautiful Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Bold and Beautiful is about to throw poor Finn under a bus driven by Sheila and Liam. Supposedly, Bold and Beautiful's pens decided that Hope cheated on Liam for reasons that don't entirely make sense, but it's okay, I am still then for it. Why? Because damned if this week's fallout in particular, Hope's scenes with Mama Brooke on Monday weren't friggin' great cleaner pieces. Read on and we'll bandy that, as well as how poor Finn is being railroaded. And the Emmy goes to go ahead and engrave Annika Noel's name on one of the statues that'll be handed out coming time, because Hope's portrayer earned it. I have long considered Noelle an uncredited actress, largely because the show has written Hope as a one-note character. But man, that surely changed when Hope defended herself to Brooke while also speaking some harsh trueness. I love you, but if you say Liam is my fortune, I'll rip your head off. Sure, yes, you and Ridge have managed to smooth effects out of late, said a frame-shocked Hope. But how numerous decades has it been of you chasing after him, soliciting for his love, fussing that he's thinking about notoriety differently? I don't want that. Still this compelling, this well-written, why is it so frequently a boring? If one thing kinda infuriated me about this particular occasion, which also featured Liam confessing to Wyatt that he had kissed Steffi, it's that it raised this question: if Bold and Beautiful can be this good? The X factor when Hope began looking sinfully in Thomas' general direction, it felt as if the show was going nearly. Perhaps she had developed a split personality? At one point, I indeed theorized that her water was being cured, but this week we were told that no, it was actually all just principally about her moping resentment towards Steffi and the part she had played in Hope and Liam's relationship. While that redounded in some great scenes this week, including Hope pointing out her partner's insincerity, it didn't really make important sense. Sure, Liam replied to seeing his woman kiss Thomas by dashing off to plan a smooch on Steffi. But back when Hope started getting tingly down there every time Thomas was in the room, Steffi was enough much an issue. Still, Steffi was the one trying to keep Hope from making a huge mistake, if anything. Hope, I don't want to say, I told you so. But yeah, I told you so. Speaking of which, Jacqueline McKinn's Wood has doing a great job. Indeed, well hidden before ever bigger pocketbooks and beneath ethereal gestation, hiding robes at playing Steffi's complicated situation. Obviously, not telling Finn about the kisses Liam forced upon her is going to prove problematic. Had she been honest from the launch, Finn would probably have been worried, but with Liam, not his woman. Given the history Liam and Steffi share, I suspect it'll be the secret which causes big issues, not the factual kiss. Mommy and me, obviously, it's ridiculous that Finn was the only croaker in all of Los Angeles who could be pressed into swinging by the captivity to make sure Sheila was fit to stand trial. I mean, isn't that commodity the captivity croaker should have done? But Finn dashed off to the jail, where he claimed for about 10 whole twinkles that he'd not be a part of her life anybody differently, getting some serious Andrews vibes, only to also partake a hectically creepy and frame unhappy moment in which I and half the internet actually allowed they were going to kiss. Worse, Finn claimed that being held by her feels like commodity that I've been missing my whole life, which is beyond ridiculous given that we know he was raised in a loving menage by Lee, an absolutely awful mama. But of course, this is all being done in order to pave the way for there to be pressures between Steffi and Finn, setting the stage for her portrayer's motherliness leave exit, and his no way, ahead present desire to get near to Sheila is the only thing available, because Finn has been given absolutely no character traits away from loving hubby and stupendous dude. Sorry, Finn, but your recently arisen mammy issues combined with Steffi's secret are about to knock you upside the head so hard you are left murmuring, livity-bivity. If we demanded further proof, we need look no further than the hunk suddenly declaring out of the blue that he wouldn't tolerate anything unhappy between Liam and Steffi, or Liam taking such a keen interest in your relations with Sheila. As for Sheila being set free, did anyone really anticipate a different outgrowth? The judge throwing out the substantiation and declaring it had been immorally attained was kinda ridiculous, and yet yeah, we knew it was coming. Random studies asterisk it's sanctioned. RJ's only purpose is to spout exposition and up the supersted factor, both of which he did while talking to Ridge about Hope's connubial woes. Sadly, RJ has not yet learned the fine art of buttons. To be clear, this is sad for him. Us? Not so important. Asterisk Ridge and Brooke have reunited and are presumably living together. So how is it that he'd no idea that her hassle with Thomas had gone south? Also again, we are talking about Ridge then, so I guess it's fully possible he was unconscious to Brooke coming home truly shaken to her core. Asterisk when the heck did Hope have time to get those divorce papers drawn up? Asterisk, the only thing more awkward than the Sheila/Finn near kiss was Thomas not excusing himself as Hope and her mama were over Sheila's freedom. Liam's protective alarm bells go off. The bold and the beautiful spoilers for Monday, July 24, reveal that the news of Sheila Carter's freedom will bring indeed more shock and outrage. Bill Spencer went to great lengths to score a concession from Sheila, so he was hoping this would be a slam-a-merce. Rather, Judge Avon Scott determined that there was no legal footing for the case and was forced to drop the charges. The substantiation was attained through unlawful hunt and seizure, not to mention Bill's particular connections to civil investigators were murky from the progeny go. Judge Scott wanted to see justice done just as important as anyone differently, but he felt this was a fishing passage with no legal standing. Of course, that won't stop Bill from blowing his top on Monday's B&B occasion. There's a good chance Bill will put Judge Scott on full blast, but the judge may suppose it's Bill's own fault that Sheila is walking free. Still, Sheila would be sitting in captivity right now if Bill had just let Steffi Forrester and John Finnegan give their original evidence against Sheila as planned. Rather, Bill and Ridge Forrester were obsessed with the idea that Sheila might get out too soon, so they worked with the FBI to get a concession that had put her down for life. Now the whole plan has fallen piecemeal since Sheila can no longer be fulfilled for her crimes against Steffi and Finn. Moreover, all of this will leave Steffi distraught and frustrated, but Ridge may assure his son that he'll do whatever it takes to cover the people he loves. Indeed so, Steffi will sweat that Sheila's going to come indeed more hung up with Finn and Hayes Finnegan. As Steffi worries, she may find herself wondering where Finn has dashed off to. Since Sheila is still staying on all her paperwork to be reused, she's presently in the middle of a warm moment with her son. Liam Spencer just caught Finn hugging Sheila, so he'll come relatively concerned over the way she's reeling him back by. While Liam mulls over what he's going to do next, Sheila will ultimately reconvene with Mike Guthrie and bewail over her captivity release. Mike will be a little disappointed since Sheila wouldn't be staying behind bars with him after all, but another part of him will be happy for Sheila and may advise her not to blow this fresh launch. Sheila will indeed plan to make the utmost of the chance she's been given, but that'll mean working hard to win Finn over and roiling everyone differently along the way. The bold and the beautiful spoilers say Sheila will be in celebratory mode, while everyone additional deals with some tough feelings, so stay tuned for updates on the Hail fate.